Hello survivors, welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know in the comments. Today we are gonna talk about some interesting topics, so stay tuned, guys, because this video is gonna be different. First of all, guys, we are gonna talk about the reaction video I did yesterday. I reacted to one of the spenders, like playing the game, Gio. Yeah, you love the reaction, and Gio wrote in my comment, I pinned that comment about like being cheap with the title. I'm gonna apologize because I didn't mean it that way. When I said like trash or pass, it wasn't necessarily talking about Gio as a player, it was talking about me as a reactor, because this is innovation here in the state of survival. Nobody's doing this. I think it's the first time that I see it. I'm the only one doing it. Well, that's what I think, at least. I just want you guys to give me your feedback. So I got your feedback. You loved it. Yeah, the title was, just trying to get your opinion about if it was good or bad, trash or pass. Yeah, but not necessarily talking about Gio as a player. So I want to apologize to Gio. All love, my boy. And I know that I get super emotional when I'm reacting to these videos, like call a rally, my boy, and stuff, but I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's mostly me thinking about what I would do, but I understand that, we are not perfect. So if you see one of my reservoir videos, for example, then you could also pick apart the stuff that I'm doing wrong according to you and your way of playing. So yeah, I want to make that clear, and at the same time also make clear that we all have different ways of playing. Depends on the opponent. For example, if the opponent is super strong, then we might play different. If the opponent is super weak, we also might play different. So yeah, I also understand that. So Gio, all love, my boy. If you are listening to this, please don't be mad at me. The title, I corrected it because I didn't want any misunderstanding, okay? So, yeah. But I got your feedback, which was more important, guys. I'm gonna keep doing those reactions. Sorry if I get emotional to the people owning the content. For example, if I start screaming here like, call a rally, or don't do that, believe me, it is not that I hate you. It is not that I think that you are dumb. It's just that it's the way that I think it would be best to play. But it doesn't mean that it is the best way to play, because I can be mistaken too. I can be wrong on my way of playing. So yeah, leaving that aside, guys, we are gonna touch another important topic, which is the protest against a state of survival. To be honest, I didn't know about this till yesterday, that I just went through the Discord like messages, and wow, I was surprised that they created an organization to protest against a state of survival, and they answered super quick. They didn't answer with the automatic response like, yeah, we are sorry to hear that, we will get back to you soon. No, they released a memo or a stuff saying that they're gonna fix X, X, and X. So I'm gonna run you down through the request from this organization protesting against a state of survival. I'm gonna just give you my opinion, guys, what I think, no? So there are like 6 top requests, which are the followings. I'm gonna go one by one and give you my opinion. First of all, increase the time between releasing new heroes, gear, or research. I agree completely. They were going crazy. The time between like new heroes were like getting to 2 months. Before it was 3 months. So 2 months is just such a short time. 3 months was okay-ish, but I would increase that to 5 months, to be honest, especially if you want to close the gap between spenders and free-to-play players. Now, this is a good request. Although with the state of survival, you have to be specific, because they might like give you a little bit on one hand, but where they're gonna pull you on the other hand. So if I was a lawyer, I would be very specific, because if you are asking to not increase to increase the time between release, hero gears or research, you also have to be specific with those words. So, okay, no T12, no Plasma HQ, because they might say in the future, for example, if they release a new thing, they might tell you, well, you just asked about heroes gear and research. We are releasing new HQ skin, or we are increasing the amount of troop attack that you can collect via, I don't know, frames and stuff. So I would be more specific. I don't know if they are more specific maybe in a statement or formal statement, and this is just the summary for like Discord, but I would be more specific, saying like release or just stop or increase the time between like releases that are gonna make a meaningful impact in between stats between players, so that you englobe everything and you just like establish barriers between what they can do and they cannot do. Otherwise, they are gonna get you around, and they will maybe release T12, increase like troop attack, troop defense. I don't know, give a hero a new skill so that you have to buy the fragments for that hero, and then you still spend money. If you are not specific, they are gonna get around you easily. They might not release new hero gears and stuff, but maybe they will release like new skill for heroes. For example, this squad death and stuff. There are multiple ways that they can just make you to spend money and just increase the gap between spenders and free-to-play players, or even spenders and not spenders. So yeah, I would be more specific if it was part of the committee or part of that group that is protesting against the state of survival. Well, I'm part of the group because I support the movement, but it's not that I'm in the top of the group. I'm not one of the organizers, for lack of better term. So, second, update the rewards for bunkers, fortress, throwdown, etc. and stage age, more meaningful rewards. I would also be more specific here. What do you mean by meaningful rewards? Because meaningful rewards for me are totally different than for a state of survival. When I see what they're releasing, for example, if you see the MIGO events, they give you like hero budgets as a special reward, so they might as well reduce the resources in the rewards and give you more hero budgets. So is that meaningful for you as a player? No. So what's meaningful? You have to specify that. Tactical gear design, things that are gonna close the gap between spenders and non-spenders. Those things are plasma cores, tactical gear designs, budget material, hero fragments, especially legendary hero fragments, because they might also think that meaningful is purple fragments, but those purple fragments, you are not going to do anything with them and you are not going to close the gap. Meaningful rewards might be like mercenary influence hat, when as a free-to-play player and even as a spender, you have tons of them and you are missing budget tax. So meaningful might be like hero designs for them, but you also need hero parts. And I think that as you are getting like to the new levels of gear, you are missing more hero parts than hero designs. So they might just go around and give you more crap and not necessarily close the gap between players. So what's meaningful, you have to stipulate that from my point of view. State mergers, yeah, they have to occur, because seriously, since I started playing this game, I've read like 20, I'm not even exaggerating, 20 statements from State of Survival, like saying, yeah, next week we are blah blah blah. Oh, state merges are coming in 1 month, blah blah blah. And it's all under the excuse of, well, we are delaying it because we don't want to disrupt the player's experience. But you keep releasing crap that is even worse than releasing the state merge. Let's say that it is a completely disaster. I'd rather get the state merge being a disaster than get like 20 new events that they are also crap. For example, the assaultine haze, whatever you want to call it, I don't even know how to call that, but it was so laggy, marches were missing, it was super like horrible, the rewards weren't even that great. Then you have this gold Goro thing that it was seriously, then you are just releasing new crap and you still have problem with that new crap. So if you do a state merge, it is crap as well, I think players are gonna be happier. So I don't see like, we don't want to disrupt the player's experience as an excuse, because you are also releasing crap that is just like disrupting the player's experience anyway. So you'd rather disrupt me with a state merge being crap than with a new event being crap. do you know what I mean? A state of survival. Are you listening to me? So you have to do this as quickly as possible. States are dying and they want this since 2 years ago. Since the game has been released, they're asking for this and you are just delaying it. Increase farming tiles, resources total, reduce T11 resources. Yeah, this is mostly for spenders. I'm not gonna have every problem with this anytime soon. Actually, you should just do something for free-to-play players to get T11. That's what I think. Yeah, it is good that spenders are taking care of their A, asking for this. But seriously, the amount of plasma cores and time that you need to get T11 is absurd for a free-to-play player. First of all, you need at least 5,000 plasma to get past. Look at this level of my research. From here to this, I need at least 5,000 plasma cores because I need to upgrade to plasma 5 and stuff. Yeah, and then once you finally get here, 68 hours to upgrade this. Come on, guys. And 1,000 plasma cores to get to unlock T11. Seriously, this is just too much. Yeah, they should do something about this. They should just maybe give more plasma cores, increase the amount of research reduction that you can do for this one, like maybe 50% reduction, so that you can just reduce the amount of time, especially to unlock T11. So yeah, that one, increase the settlement site to allow for more buildings or give the ability to delete buildings. Yeah, now I saw the response and guess what? The most difficult thing to do for them is to delete buildings. Can you imagine that? I was reading all the answers from them and they were like, yeah, we can do this, we are working, but next week you're gonna have it, boom boom. But deleting building is something that might take up to 3 months. I cannot believe this, seriously. I'm talking about this. I cannot even believe that I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a software developer, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a computer engineer, but I cannot believe that you need 3 months to develop the option to delete a building. I cannot believe that. Seriously, for me, it cannot get through my head. So 3 months, okay, but then don't release new crap. Don't release new buildings. Why are you releasing new buildings if you cannot even delete the old ones? So doesn't make any sense for me. I can't. Yeah, I'm talking about this. Cannot believe that you need 3 months to be able to delete a building. So yeah. More ways to obtain Certificate of Honor. This also can for spenders, because the spenders, of course, they are past that golden tier of budget. I will increase also the amount of budget tax for free-to-play players, because it's ridiculous the amount of budget tax that you need. 300 for the second tier of the golden, 400 for the other one. I cannot even imagine for the red budget. So yeah, if you want to give spenders benefits with the Certificate of Honor, give free-to-play players as well the ability to at least cash up and develop or get to the golden budgets, because otherwise these benefits are mostly for spenders, because state mergers, yeah, this is gonna benefit all the players, but mostly the top players. So they are gonna join other alliance and they are gonna be more competitive, blah blah blah. Increase resources or reduce resources cost for spenders as well. T11, no free-to-play player that I know have T11. More ways to obtain certificate, that's for spenders as well. The only thing that are benefits now so far, everyone, is delete buildings and upgrade their rewards. And yeah, these three, yeah. So this one benefits most of the people, but the other ones, specific ones, are for spenders. So you also have to push to give more benefits to the free-to-play players. Now, I read their response. They were also gonna develop a recycling store where you can just recycle most of the crap that you have that you don't use. For example, hero budgets and stuff. One more time, with the state of survival, you have to be specific, because they might say, okay, we are gonna release a recycle bin, but they might give you the ability to exchange your hero budget for 10 speed ups and then just boxes of resources. So it doesn't make any sense. You are still giving a lot of this crap, and then there are gonna be exchange for resources. As a free-to-play player, you don't have problem with resources, so we are in the same place. You are doing nothing to close the gap between non-spenders and spenders. So if you wanna like close the gap, then if you wanna develop this recycling like store, then you have to give the ability to get like meaningful rewards. And one more time, we have to specify what's meaningful. Per every like 200 hero budget, you get one tactical gear design, or you get like 5 plasma cores, or per like each 100 like blue fragment, you get one legendary hero fragment. Those are the kind of recycling things that I want to see. I don't want to see, okay, you can exchange 1,000 hero budget for 1,000 boxes of resources. Doesn't make any sense. You can exchange like this purple for like 10 training speed ups. Yeah, it is better than nothing, but it is not gonna help me to close the gap between like gear power or like budget power between spenders and non-spenders. So yeah, you have to do something about that recycling thing and be specific. Otherwise, they are gonna screw you up around and just giving you boxes of resources for those things that we don't use anymore. So yeah, and that's gonna be my summary for the protest. I support the movement. I like the organization, and I don't even know if there is like a formal document. But if it's all this that I just put on the screen, you have to be specific, because otherwise we are gonna end up with the same problems. Yeah, you were specific with the resources, with the like budget of honors for the spenders, but meaningful rewards, recycling beings. You have to just like stop like shortening the gap between releases. Also, you have to see or to stipulate what kind of releases. Otherwise, they might just release new like skills or HQ levels, blah blah blah. So I think that there are multiple ways of going around for a state of survival and still say, yeah, we did what you told us to do. So yeah, that's my opinion. That video is getting super long. I'm gonna cut it up here. See you next time, guys.